pag-uusapan natin how to solve a differential equation na hindi sila exact but can be solved by determining an integrating factor. So, di ba sa exact equation, last time, meron tayong tinatawag na test for exactness. So, yung test for exactness natin, ano nga yung test for exactness? We have to test if the partial derivative of m with respect to y kung equal siya sa partial derivative of n with respect to x. Alam natin na ang DE is a differential equation. They are in the form m dx plus n dy. That is equal to 0. Diba? Wherein, yung m at saka n can be a mixture of x or y. Diba? So, they can be implicitly have x or y. So, pwede siyang m xy dx plus n x or y dy. And that is equal to 0. Okay? Now, if we put the implicit function as u, kung ilalagay natin siya as u, so we can put actually u dx plus u, ilalagay natin n, un dy. And that is equal to 0. Okay? So, for it to be exact, kailangan partial derivative of u with respect to y, m should be equal to the partial derivative of u with respect to x of n. Ayan ha. So, dati last time, dito, the partial derivative of m with respect to y is equal to the partial derivative of n with respect to x. So, dito, meron tayong tinatawag na integrating factor kung saan we put it as u na kung saan pagka i-multiply natin dito sa original function na m dx plus n dy becomes exact. Ayan. Pag nakuha natin na exact sila, doon na tayo mag-undergo ng procedure or process of exact equation. Diba? Kung di ninyo pa napapanood yung mga previous videos ko tungkol dun sa exact equation, ay panoorin nyo muna para nang sa ganun ay mas madali nyo itong maintindihan. Okay? So, ngayon, sir, paano ba namin makukuha yung integrating factor na i-multiply namin dito sa function para maging exact siya? So, subukan natin siyang i-derive. Okay, so i-derive natin. Paano kukunin yung ating integrating factor u? So, kung ilalagay natin ito, okay, let's continue on. Let's derive alam ko kapag derivation ay madalas hindi yan masyadong pinapansin ng students, pero ito yung isang bagay na dapat taglayin ng isang estudyante, kasi kung alam nyo kung saan yung galing yung formula o yung isang equation, ay mas madali nyo na siyang maintindihan. Okay, so if we try to take the derivative of that one, ito. So we have u, okay, the first, and then the partial derivative of m with respect to y plus m, yung second, isin natin yung sulat para mas madaling maintindihan. Partial, ganun pa rin. And yung m, then the partial derivative of u with respect to y. Okay? And that should be equal to u, partial derivative of n with respect to x. Okay? Plus n, the partial derivative of u with respect to x. So, anong gagawin natin? Yan. Factor. So, factoring by grouping. So, u, partial derivative of m with respect to y. Okay, galing sa kabila. Minus u, partial derivative of n with respect to x. And that is equal to what? Lagyan naman natin sa kabila, n, partial derivative of u with respect to x, okay, minus n partial derivative of u with respect to y. Okay? So, what happened is, mukhang burahin na nga natin to. Eh, parang hindi siya masyadong magulo. Okay? So, let's factor out u. Labas natin yung u. U, partial derivative of m with respect to y minus the partial derivative of n with respect to x, and that is equal to n partial derivative of u with respect to x minus, and sorry, it should be m. Galing sa kabila kasi. This is m. So we have m partial derivative of u with respect to y. Okay. So if we let u yung grammar, and if we let u as a function of x alone, yan, lalagyan natin. Paano pagka function of x alone lang ito? Now, anong mangyayari? Magiging, then, what happened? Dapat, ang partial derivative of u with respect to y will be equal to 0. Yan ang magiging result. Okay? So, ayan. Punta tayo dito. Ituloy natin dito yung solution, ha? Now, ano mangyayari dun sa partial derivative of u with respect to x? So, mangyayari, the partial derivative of u with respect to x, we can put that as du over dx, which then reduces to, saan siya marireduce? Okay? Check natin ito. Ayan, dito sa ano natin. So, magiging u multiplied by partial derivative of m with respect to y minus the partial derivative of n with respect to x. Ayan. And that is equal to, kung ito magiging 0, okay, anong natira? So, n lang. N, and then the partial derivative of u with respect to, ay, pinalitan na pala natin yung kanina ng du over dx. So, that is du over dx. And now, we put xy together and then u together. Ano mangyari? So, parang nag-undergo tayo na integration by parts. Integration by parts tuloy. Separation of variables. So, etong n, lalagay natin dito sa kabila. So, 1 over n. Yan. And then, partial derivative of m with respect to y minus the partial derivative of n with respect to x equals, sorry, may dx dito. Ayan, dx, and that is equal to du over u. Okay, now if we continue on with our solution, okay, so what will happen is that it will be 1 over n, ayan, the partial derivative of m with respect to y minus the partial derivative of n with respect to x dx. We can put that as f of x. So since it is a function of x alone, then our desired our integrating factor, and ang ating integrating factor, ilalagay natin dito, ha. Ating magiging integrating factor is u is equal to e to the integral of f of x dx. Okay? Now, similarly, kapag yung function of x of u is function of y alone naman, subukan natin. If we let u as a function of y alone, yan, ano naman mangyayari? Magiging partial derivative of u with respect to x naman is equal to 0, such that ang ating partial derivative of u with respect to y is equal to du over dy. Yan. Now, sir, paano natin makukuha yung integrating factor? So, ganun din. I-undergo din natin yung procedure na u, okay, and then partial derivative of m with respect to y minus the partial derivative of n with respect to x is equal to, ang mangyayari lang dito, kung titingnan natin yung taas na function natin, this one, yan, magiging 0 to. Itong part na to. Yan, ito. This one. So, magiging 0. So, ano natira? It is negative m and then du over dy. Okay? So, what happened is that, yan, magiging 1 over m and then partial derivative of m with respect to y minus the partial derivative of n with respect to x dy is equal to negative du over u. Okay? That will be it. So, pwede natin ilagay na 1 over m, okay, partial derivative of m with respect to y minus the partial derivative of n with respect to x dy, yan, that is equal to negative g of y naman. So, that is for us to distinguish it from the f of x. So, we use g of y naman. Okay? Now, anong nangyari? Magiging integrating factor natin is our u will be equal to e to the negative integral of g of y dy. Yun magiging magiging integrating factor natin. Okay? Malinaw. Now, to summarize, sa taas na. Ayan. To summarize yung ating so the two results are expressed in the following rules. So, anong mangyayari? So, ilagay lang natin, i-summarize lang natin ha. So, if 1 over n, yan, the partial derivative of m with respect to y minus the partial derivative of n with respect to x dx equals f of x. Makita nyo, this is a function of function of x alone. Yan. Ano gagawin mong gagamitin mong integrating factor? Yeah, so you have to use e to the integral of f of x dx. Okay? So, ayusin natin. You have to use u is equal to, so we set u as the integrating factor. So, for the other one, if 1 over m, okay, partial derivative of m with respect to y minus the partial derivative of n with respect to x dy equals g of y. Okay. So this is a function of y alone. So then you have to use u is equal to e to the g of y dy. Okay? So, yun po. After that, kapag na-multiply na natin, diba, nakuha na natin yung integrating factor, ano yung magiging steps natin? So, the step should be, yan, ang una, okay, you have to multiply integrating factor, yan, integrating factor to the function. The original function the original function. Pag may multiply mo, di ba sabi natin kanina na pagka i-multiply natin yung integrating factor dun sa original function, it becomes exact. So, anong susunod? Of course, magte-test for exactness ka. Kung exact nga siya talaga o hindi. So, test for exactness ulit. Now, kung na-test mo na exact sila, you have to undergo solution by method of exact equation. So, ganun. Now, pag na-test natin, and then exact siya, so solve using method of exact equation. Ayan. So, in method of exact equation, di ba, may mga several methods, techniques tayo to solve it. Now, kung hindi siya exact, nung nag-test for exactness ka, ano ibig sabihin nun? Mali yung nakuha mong integrating factor. So, check mo ulit yung solution mo, pabalik, para makuha mo yung integrating factor. Kasi previously na gawa mo na o na-test mo na hindi siya exact, non-exact. So, maghanap ka ngayon ng integrating factor na i-multiply mo din sa function para maging exact siya. So, ganun. Okay? So, gusto niyo bang mag-solve tayo ng example problem? Sige. Let's solve. Tingnan natin at makita talaga natin kung effective or okay yung nakuha nating formula. Okay, so tingnan natin itong solution ng problem na to. So we have here the quantity of 4xy plus 3y squared minus x dx plus x times the quantity x plus 2y dy is equal to 0. So, the first thing we have to do is test natin ito kung exact sila. So, mag-undergo tayo ng test for exactness. Paano nga yung test for exactness ulit? So, test for TE. Sabihin na lang natin. TE. Test for exactness. Yan. So, paano yun? Partial derivative of m with respect to y is equal to what? Magiging, ito yung m natin this one. Ito yung m natin, at saka ito yung ating n. So, sa m, partial derivative of m with respect to y, so, with respect to y lang yung ating we consider it as constant yung x dito. So, we have 4x plus 6y. So, x naman yun na yun. So, wala din. 0 na yun. Ngayon, sa kabila, partial derivative of n with respect to x naman. So, tingnan natin. That should be equal to, so, kung multiply natin yan, magiging x squared, magiging, 2x. Diba? And then, ito naman sa kabila, magiging plus 2y. So, exact ba sila? So, nagilan natin, sila ay non-exact. So, ang gagawin natin, hanapin natin yung, yung integrating factor. Just that, pagka i-multiply natin dito sa original function, will become an exact equation. So, let's find out. Ano yung formula natin kanina? Ito. Ayan. Subukan natin yung una. 1 over n, and then partial derivative of n with respect to y minus partial derivative of n with respect to x. Para makuha natin yung f of x. Tingnan natin kung function of x alone lang. Ayan. Tingnan natin kung function of x alone. So, ang formula natin is 1 over n. Okay, take note the partial derivative of m with respect to y minus the partial derivative of n with respect to x. And tingnan natin kung function of x alone lang ito. So, that will equal to, ano yung n natin? 1 over, ito, di ba? Multiply natin. O, ganyan naman lang x, and then x plus 2y. Okay? And then, ano to? Partial derivative of m. Ito. We have 4x plus 6y minus to, 2x plus 2y. Simplify natin. Let's try to simplify. So 1, 9 mo lang natin sa taas. 4x. So, minus to magiging 2x na lang. Diba? So, 2x. And then, ito, plus. Magma-minus din to. So, that will be plus 4y over x and then x plus 2y. Okay? Now, if factor out natin, yung ilalabas natin yung 2 dito. Anong method nga yun? Factoring by GCF. So, 2 over x and write natin para mas madali yung maintindihan. 2 and then, ano natira dito? X plus, ito dito sa 4, meron 2y over x sorry, x plus 2y. So, notice, eto, nag-cancel na siya. Nag-cancel na siya. So, ano natira? Okay, so, kita nyo, function of x alone lang yung natira. Ayan po. Now, we can already use u is equal to e to d. So, tingin nyo, ito na yung magiging f of x natin. So, we have 2, ilabas natin yung constant, and then dx over x, such that, ang magiging, ano natin, kung i-integrate natin yan, that will be e to d 2 ln of x, and or e to d ln of x quantity squared, so e to the ln. Ano mangyayari? That will be x squared lang. Ano to ngayon? Ano to? Ito na yung integrating factor natin. Okay? At, ano nga sabi natin dun sa integrating factor natin? It is a factor na kapag kayo minultiply mo dun sa original function, will make it exact. So, ano ba yung original function natin? Ito. Subukan natin i-multiply. Yan. Na-memorize ba natin yung function? Sige. So, dito sa m, ito yung ating u. Yan, ang ating mi. 4xy. Tama? Plus 3y squared minus x dx. Yan. This is um. Paano naman yung un? So, we have plus x squared. Ito yung u natin. And then, di ba meron tayong x and then x plus ano ba yan? Yung ina, 2y. 2y dy equals 0. So, distribute natin para mas madali. So, we have 4x cubed y plus 3x squared y squared minus x cubed. Okay. Dx. Ito na yung plus ayan 2, 3, 4. So, we have x to the 4 plus x cube, 2x cube y. 2x cube y. Ayan, dy, that is equal to 0. So, ito na yung natin. Now, anong gagawin natin? Ano sabi? Gawa tayo ng test for exactness ulit. Okay. So, magkakaroon na tayo ng test for exactness. Okay. So, now we have to undergo test for exactness. Ano nga ulit yung formula natin? So, the partial derivative of m with respect to y is equal to what? Ito na yung magiging natin, ha? Kung saan, minultiply na natin yung integrating factor. So, ano yung ating partial differentiation yan? So, that is 4x cubed plus 6x squared y. Okay? So, ito yung ating partial derivative of m with respect to y. Tingnan natin. Ayan, partial derivative of n with respect to x naman. So, ano mangyayari? So, that will be 4x cubed plus 6x squared y. Wow! Magic! So, ngayon, kung titignan nyo, exact na sila. Okay? So, they're already exact. Ano nga ulit yung ating method or technique sa pag-evaluate ng isang exact equation? So, ito. Let's now proceed to the method for exact equation. Okay. If we put f is equal to ito, 4x cubed y plus 3x squared y squared minus x cubed and dx. And if we try to integrate this one, ito, sorry, dapat may d of f dyan. Is that ang ating f will be what? Ano yung magiging ano natin? This is with respect to x. So, consider natin ito na constant yung y. So, that will be x to the fourth of y. Okay? Plus x to the cube y squared minus x to the 4 over 4. Plus, consider natin, yung constant natin supposedly is q of y. Ayan. Naku, baka marito. Tanggalin natin ito. Ayan. So, q of y. Now, sa isang exact equation, in an exact equation na wala, ayan. Sa isang exact equation, dapat yung ating, if we take the derivative of this one with respect to x, with respect to x tuloy, with respect to y, yan, ano tong partial derivative of f with respect to y? So, meron tayong x to the fourth, right? Plus, ito, 2x cubed y. Ayan. And then, of course, since with respect to y, 0 to. Plus, ito, q prime of y. And, this should be equal to n. Right? At ano yung n natin? Balikan natin doon sa taas. Ayan, kita ba? O, sige, sulit natin. So, ito. That should be equal to x to the fourth plus 2x cubed y. Ayan. So, titignan natin, ito, magka-cancel out. This one, magka-cancel out. Ganon din dito. So, mangyari, ating q prime of y should be equal to 0. If we try to integrate this one, ang q of y natin is equal to a constant. Now, isusulat na natin ngayon dito. If you put f is equal to 0, so therefore, that will be x to the fourth y, yeah, plus x cubed y squared minus x to the fourth over 4 and plus c, and that is equal to 0. Ayan po yung ating answer. Or, para matanggal itong 4 dito, we can actually put multiply 4 dyan sa lahat. 4x to the fourth y plus 4x cubed y squared minus x to the fourth and plus c is equal to 0. So, ito na yung ating final answer. Ayan. Ito na yung ating final answer. Okay, ano to? Ito po yung isang method, isang technique in evaluating an exact equation. Okay, subukan natin yung other method. Paano yung isa pang method? For other method, we just take the integral ng function. Paano ba yung naging, ano natin? Naging function natin? This one, i-copy natin to. Ayan. Ito pala, sorry. Ito. For x cubed y. Sige, tingnan natin. I-copy natin yan. So, we have for x cubed y and plus, ano yun yung isang kanina? Plus 3x squared y squared minus x cubed. Yan. Dx. Plus, yung n naman niya is x to the fourth. Na-multiply na, ito yung ito yung integrating factor plus 2x cubed y dy is equal to 0. Now, integrate lang natin ito with respect to x, and then ito naman, integrate natin with respect to y. Tapos, kapag may duplicate, isa lang yung kukunin natin doon. Yan. So, we have, tanggalin natin. Considering na, alam niyo na kung bakit mawawala yung kasi x to the fourth over 4, and may 4 naman dyan. Kaya x to the fourth y lang to. Plus, ganun is the same way, magiging x cubed y squared minus x to the 4 over 4. Okay, dito naman, in terms of y, so x to the fourth y plus, so y squared over 2, may 2 dyan, so magiging x cubed y squared. And the integral of 0 is, of course, a constant. Ayan, so magiging mangyari? X to the fourth y plus x cubed y squared minus x to the fourth over 4. That is equal to c. And, or, similarly, kapag kasi simplify natin, mag-multiply tayo ng 4 diyan, magiging 4 x to the fourth y plus 4 x cubed y squared minus x to the fourth is equal to c. Ayan. So, pareho ba yung nakuha nating sagot? Yes. Ayan, tingnan nyo. Tignan nyo maigi. Ito yung isang sagot na nakuha natin dun sa previous technique. Pagkatapos, ito naman yung isa. So, pareho po sila. Okay? So, isa pang example para masanay. Okay, so ito naman. Another problem. If we have here the quantity x squared plus y squared plus 1 dx plus x times the quantity x minus 2y dy is equal to 0. So the first thing we have to do is we have to test for exactness para makita natin kung exact or hindi. Kasi kung exact siya, diretso na tayo dun sa method for in evaluating differential equation with exact na exact. Kung hindi, ay hahanapin natin yung integrating factor. So, let's try. So, under the test for exactness, the partial derivative of m with respect to y, ina natin, ito lang naman yung y, so magiging 2y. Sa kabila naman, the partial derivative of n with respect to x, so that will be, ito, malalagyan ng x dun sa kabila, that will be 2x minus 2y. Yan, 2x minus 2y. Tignan na nyo, they are not exact. Hindi sila exact. Okay? So, anong gagawin natin? Hahanapin natin yung integrating factor. Paano nga ulit yun? Kanina. So, hanapin natin yung integrating factor. Anong ginamit natin? We try yung x as a function of x alone. Subukan naman natin yung y. Ang y natin kanina is 1 over m. And function of y alone to hanapin natin. The partial derivative of m with respect to y minus the partial derivative of n with respect to x. Let's try. I-try natin. So, ano yung m? Ito. So, we have 1 over x squared plus y squared plus 1. Okay? And then, 2y, ito minus 2x minus 2y. Yan. So, ano mangyayari? You'll notice na magiging 4y minus 2x over x squared plus y squared plus 1. So, ang layo. Kung titignan nyo, ito, and wala nang, hanap tayo ng red para at least yan. Kung titignan nyo, ito, meron siyang x at saka y. So, hindi siya. It's not a function of x alone, nor a function of y alone. Diba? So, both function siya ng dalawa. Ngayon, anong mangyayari? So, hindi po siya yung ating gagamitin. Now, try natin yung isa. So, gamitin natin yung function of x alone ulit. Ginamit ko lang yun para nang sa ganun matest natin ha. So, the function of m with respect to y minus the function of n with respect to x. That is equal to what? Ano yung, n natin? So, we have 1 over x, and then x minus 2y. Okay. And then ulit, we have 2y minus, di bang gamitin na natin to? Sige. Step by step. 2y. Yan. So, we have yan na natin. Simplify na natin to. Yun. So, we have 4y minus 2x over x, and then bakit may 2x? And x minus 2y. Masisimplify ba? Hindi. Okay? Para magpareho siya dito na negative yung 2y, so maglalagay tayo dito ng i-factor out natin yung 2. So, we have 2, and then magkaroon tayo ng x minus 2y over x, and then x minus 2y. Ayan, naintindihan na. Sir, bakit naging ganun? Naging negative? Okay, kung papansinin niyo, kapag minultiply nyo to, dito, magiging ganito din. Okay? Maghahanap lang tayo ng paraan para nang sa ganun ay ma-eliminate natin yung isang variable. So, in this case, ay in-eliminate natin yung y. So, ito na, matatanggal na to. So, napansin niyo, ito ay naging negative 2 over x na lang. So, ano na lang yung variable niya? X na lang. So, ibig sabihin, this is a function of y alone, x alone, sorry. Now, gawin natin, use u, which is the integrating factor na a to d negative, and labas na natin yung 2, which is the constant integral of dx over x, or that is equal to e to d negative 2 ln of x, or that is e to d ln of x negative 2. Actually, that is x to the negative 2. Ano itong x to the negative 2? Tama. Yan na yung ating integrating factor. At anong gagawin natin dyan? I-multiply natin siya doon sa ating original equation. So, sige. So, ang ating original equation, ito yung ating integrating factor. Ang ating original equation is x squared plus y squared plus 1. Ito yung ating m dx, okay, plus, ulit, ito yung ating integrating factor, and then x, ano yung ating n, last time, x minus 2y dy, that is equal to 0. Let's distribute. So, pag pinag-multiply natin to, anong nangyari? Nagiging 1 yan, plus, x negative 2, y squared, plus, x negative 2, ito na yun, yung dx, plus, and pag pinag-multiply natin to, square, meron pa yan, negative 2, so mangyari, we have 1, minus, 2, x negative 2, y, dy, equals 0. So, ayan, multiply na natin. The next thing we have to do is to see magic. No. Tingnan natin kung exact na sila. Okay, let's try. So, test for exactness ulit. So, test for exactness. Let's try. The partial derivative of m with respect to y. And, so, we have, ito lang yung y eh. So, we have 2x to the negative 2y. Okay? So, dito naman sa kabila, the partial derivative of n with respect to x. Let's try. So, ito, mag-positive na siya. Okay. Ayan. So, is equal to, sorry, meron palang isang x dito. So, hindi natin nailagay doon. So, therefore, isang ano lang yon, isang y lang yun, isang x lang yan. So, bring natin ito. So, isang x lang. Nagets nyo ba? So, ito kasi, hindi natin nakita. Ito na lang yung minultiply natin dyan. So, if we try to take the derivative of this one, so, negative times negative is positive, and then 2, okay, x, negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2y. Wow! So, kung titingnan natin, ito ay exact na siya. So, that's already exact equation. Now, anong gagawin natin? Okay, mag-undergo na tayo ng technique using the exact equation. Okay, gamitin natin yung ito. Itong isa. O, mas gusto nyo to? Pwede naman. Bakit hindi? Ito na lang. Ayan. So, we have, gamitin natin to ha. The partial derivative of f, partial derivative of f with respect to y, hindi y, kasi x pala yung, ano, respect to x, should be equal to m, which is 1 plus x negative 2 y squared plus x negative 2. Okay? So, or magiging d of f, alagay natin sa kabila, 1 plus x negative 2 y squared plus x negative 2 dx. Yan. Dx. Okay. So, if we try to take the integral of this one, ano mangyari? So, we have f, and that is equal to, ano yung integral niyan? So, we have x plus, ano mangyari dito? Sa part na yan. So, if we take the integral of negative 2 plus 1, right? So, sorry, this will be negative x to the negative 1 of y squared, and then dito minus x to the negative 1 plus q of y. Okay? Now, if we take the partial derivative of f with respect to, ano naman, with respect to x. Okay, sorry, hindi siya x kasi y to. So, that's with respect to y. Yan. Should be equal to n. So, tingnan natin. Since with respect to y, ito lang yung may y. So, we have 2x negative 1 of y plus q prime of y should be equal to n. Ano yung naging n natin dito kanina? Ang naging n natin is 1 plus 2x negative 1 of y. Okay, so notice, ito, saka ito will cancel out. So therefore, ang q prime of y natin is equal to 1, such that if we take the integral of this one with respect to y, okay, so that will be q of y is equal to y. Yan. Lagyan natin dy ito ha. Kasi with respect to y ito. Now, i-substitute na natin ngayon dito sa function. Okay? So, if we put f is equal to 0, the integral of 0 is a constant. Now, magiging x minus x to the negative 1 y squared minus x to the negative 1 plus y is equal to c. And or, kung isi-simplify natin, magiging x minus y squared over x minus 1 over x plus y is equal to c. Okay? Wala. So, pag mag-multiply tayo, o tatanggalin natin yung c dito, magiging x squared minus y squared minus 1 plus xy is equal to cxn. So, ito na yung ating final answer. Ayan po. Okay? So, ulit, subukan natin yung isa pang method para lang ma-test natin. So, for other method for exactness to yung, exact equation. So, ano yung, nakuha natin? This one. So, ulit, copy natin. Para mas madali natin siyang masagot. Diba? Ang natin ay 1 plus x negative 2 y squared plus x negative 2 dx. Right? Plus k1 plus 2x negative 1 y dy, and that is equal to 0. Okay? So, hindi na tayo kailangang mag-undergo ng test for exactness kasi na-check na natin kanina na exact siya. So, integrate na natin to. So, we have x, yan. This is in terms of x, ha? So, we have, kung integrate natin ito, negative x to the negative 1 y squared, right? Minus x to the negative 1. Ito naman, sa isa, y, and kung dy yan. Okay? So, since in terms of y yan, so plus x to the negative 1 of y squared. Ano integral ng 0? Of course, that is a constant. So, ito at saka ito, pareho lang naman. And, bakit naging plus to? Tingnan natin sa taas. Kung plus ba siya o hindi. Minus. Mali. Kaya pala hindi sila magkapareho. Minus po ito. Negative. So, negative. Yan. So, pareho na sila noon. That's that. Ang magiging natin is x minus, okay, y squared over x is pareho naman sila, minus 1 over x plus y is equal to c, or that is x squared minus y squared minus 1 plus xy is equal to cx. So, notice, pareho ba sila dun sa nakuha nating sagot kanina? Ayan, tingnan nyo, maigi. Pareho po sila. Okay? So, yan yung ating example. Okay. So, tingnan natin itong example number 3. So, if we have here y times the quantity x plus y plus 1 dx plus x times the quantity x plus 3y plus 2 dy is equal to 0. Now, magiging m natin dito, our m would be equal to y times x plus y plus 1. Okay, let's try yung test for exactness. Partial derivative of m, with respect to y. Natin na, multiply natin yung y dyan. Kaya magiging x lang yan, x yan, plus 2y plus 1. Yan, kasi nakamultiply yan. Ang ating n naman ngayon is equal to, okay, ito, multiply na lang natin, xy, di ba? Plus, mali. Yung m pa rin yung nakikita ko. So, ito, x squared plus 3xy plus 2x. Such that ang partial derivative of n with respect to x is equal to, 2x plus 3y plus 2. So, kung titignan nyo, this is not exact. Hindi po siya exact. So, anong gagawin natin? Try natin. Tulad ng ginagawa natin kanina, if we try, yan, 1 over n, okay, the partial derivative of n, bakit n? M yun. Partial derivative of m with respect to y minus the partial derivative of n with respect to x. Check natin. So, ito. That will be, taas muna, x plus 2y plus 1 to minus 2x plus 3y plus 2 over n, which is x squared plus 3xy plus 2x. Okay, so simplify natin. Tingnan natin. We try to simplify that, magiging negative x plus y plus 1. Yan. Tama? Over, okay, ilabas pa natin yung x, maging x multiplied by x plus 3y plus 2. And which then complicates the problem. Bakit? Kasi kung titingnan nyo to, hindi natin naihihiwalay yung x at saka y ng x lang or y lang. Okay? So, ano mangyari? Ito, x ito. Yan. So, hindi siya pwede. Now, try natin yung ating isa. Okay. If we try instead, and 1 over m, tingnan natin kung gagana, partial derivative of m with respect to y minus partial derivative of n with respect to x. O paano? Subukan natin. X plus 2y plus 1, yan, ganun pa rin, minus, ang hahaba kasi, 2x plus 3y plus 2 over, labas natin yung x, and then x plus 3y plus 2. Okay, so kung titinan nyo, yan. Okay, pati ako, nagulat din, kasi, n pala yung nakopya natin ito. Dito sa sa isa, it should be m. Yan, burahin natin. So, ano yung m natin? Ito ay y, diba? X plus y plus 1. So, natin dito, this will be, okay, lalabas natin yung minus, negative. And, so x, tapos ito, plus y, and then ganun din, plus 1. And nakalabas na yung negative over y, and then, yun, x plus y plus 1. So, this cancels out. Ano nangyari? Ang natira lang ay negative 1 over y. So, ito, this is a function of y alone na lang. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, mas applicable yung isa, 1 over m, then times the partial derivative of m with respect to y minus the partial derivative of n with respect to x. Yan. Sige. So, subukan natin. Subukan natin ikunin yung ating integrating factor. So, ano yung integrating factor ngayon? So, we have u is equal to e to d what? The integral of, yan, negative dy over y. Yan, negative dy over y. Pero, tingnan natin doon sa taas kanina. Di ba nung tayo ay nag-derive, ayan, dahil nag-derive, since galing siya dito sa negative m du over dy, ito ay may negative dito. Okay? Tama? Ganun din dito. Negative. So, we use negative. Ayan. So, dito tayo sa baba. So, meron tayong negative dyan. So, negative times negative is positive. So, that magiging e to the integral of dy over y lang. That's that. E to the ln of y. So, that will be y. Ito na yung ating integrating factor. Wherein, ito yung i-multiply natin dun sa ating function. So, subukan natin, multiply natin. So, we have y. Itong y na to, ito yung ating integrating factor ha. Doon sa original equation, saan yung original na ito? Ito. So, may y pa pala sa labas. So, meron din siyang y dito, y, x plus y plus 1. Ayan, dx. Sana tama? Tama ba? Oh, x plus y plus 1 dx plus, ayan, plus y, our integrating factor, and then x multiplied by x plus 3y plus 2. So, x plus 3y plus 2 dy, and that is equal to 0. So, sige, distribute natin. X, y squared plus y squared, sorry, y cubed, yan, plus y squared dx plus to x squared y, tama? Distribute natin ito, plus 3x y cubed, ay y squared, plus 2xy dy equals 0. Equals 0. Okay, so yan. Check natin kung exact na siya. So, the partial derivative of m with respect to y, tingnan natin. Ito. So, that will be 2xy plus 3y squared plus 2y. Yan. Okay. So, tingnan naman natin sa kabila. Let's check if we can see magic. Partial derivative of n with respect to x is equal to, of course, you have 2xy plus, 3y squared, correct? Plus, yung isa, 2y. Yan. So, kung titingnan nyo, ito po ay isang exact equation na. So, since exact equation na siya, mag-undergo na tayo ng method using exact equation. So, if we put partial derivative of f with respect to x is equal to m, gamitin natin yung m, ito na, this one, okay, that is equal to 2x, hindi, mali, okay, ito pala, xy squared plus y cubed plus y squared, okay, so, or we have df is equal to x y squared plus y cubed plus y squared and dx. So, we try to integrate this one. I-integrate natin. Lagay natin dito para hindi siya masyadong, hindi, lagay na lang natin sa baba. Okay. So, if we try to take the integral of this one, so the partial derivative of f, partial derivative df, so that will be f is equal to, ano yung integral nito? So that is x squared y squared over 2, right? Plus x y cubed plus xy squared plus q of y. Now, if we take the partial derivative of f with respect to y, kasi may y yun, q of y, ano to? Yan, kung ilalagay natin dyan, mawala na yung 2, so magiging x squared y plus 3x y squared plus 2xy plus q prime of y, and this should be equal to n, di ba? At ano yung n natin? This should be equal to, this should be equal to n. Yun natin dyan. Ano yung n natin? Hanapin natin yung n. Ito, x squared y plus 3x squared. Kita ba? Hindi. X squared y plus 3xy squared. X squared y plus 3xy squared. Meron pa ba doon? Plus 2xy. Plus 2xy. So, notice, ito, kakancel. Yan. So, ang q prime of y natin equals 0. We take the integral of that. Q of y natin is equal to a constant. Yan. So, therefore, again natin, if we put f is equal to 0, so therefore, x squared y squared over 2 plus xy cubed plus xy squared is equal to c. Yan. Or that will be x squared y squared plus 2xy cubed plus 2xy squared is equal to c. So, ito na po yung ating final answer. Yan. Okay? So, yan. Kung titingnan nyo, medyo mahaba yung method na ginamit natin dito. Tingnan natin kung magpaparehas sila dun sa gagamitan natin ng katulad ng ginawa natin dun sa mga previous na mga mga problem natin, other method. Yan. So, saan yung ating equation? Ayun. xy squared plus y cubed plus y squared dx. Tama ba? xy squared. So, x y squared plus y cubed plus y squared, y cubed eto, y cubed dx plus, ano yung n natin? Ito. Diba? Ito yung n kasi in-equate natin. X squared y plus 3x y squared, x squared y plus 3x y squared plus 2xy dy equals 0. So, take the integral. So, magiging x squared y squared over 2 plus 2, mali, bakit may 2 plus xy cubed plus xy squared. Dito naman sa kabila, in terms of y. So, x squared y squared over 2 plus yan x y cubed plus x y squared. Ayan. Tingnan natin. So, pareho lang. Mag-multiply na rin tayo ng 2 dito. So, that will be x squared y squared plus 2x y cubed plus 2x y squared is equal to c. Yun. So, notice, mga mommies and sirs, pareho ito, saka pareho din ito. Okay. So, ayan. So, hopefully, nakuha nyo yung topic natin, itong non-exact differential equation. So, anong gagawin natin? Summarize lang natin yung So, yung mga procedures natin, kailangan nating gawin is we have to test for exactness yung original na equation natin. After ma-test for exactness natin at hindi siya exact, ayan, kung exact siya, diretso ka na sa method using exact equation. Now, kung hindi, kailangan hanapin mo yung integrating factor. Okay? So, ano yung integrating factor natin? So, these are the different formula. You can put function of x alone or function of y alone. Kapag hindi po at puro x at saka y yung nakita mo, hindi siya uubra dito sa method na to. Now, kung nakuha mo yung function of x alone or function of y alone, then you have to get the integrating factor using this formula e to the integral of either e to the f of x, the integral of f of x dx, or the integral of e to the negative g of y dy. So, depende kung anong variable ang nakuha mo, single variable nakuha mo. And after that, you try to multiply doon sa yung integrating factor to the original equation, and then ulit, mag-test for exactness ka. Pag nakuha mo ng exact, then mag-proceed doon sa method of exact equation. So, ganun po yung ating solution for non-exact DE, wherein hinahanapan natin ng integrating factor. Okay? Dito ko lang, yung integrating factor is a function na kapag i-multiply mo siya doon sa original na function, kung saan yun yung problem natin, ay magiging exact equation siya. Okay? So, yun po. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.